You have to understand the power of the actual new black media and all the members of that. We are setting a narrative here, and they're hearing it in Mzungu corporate media. Understand? So much so that CNN's Fareed Zakaria is going to literally parrot everything that we have been saying because our voices have been loud. So we have been doing a lot of pushback as a people against the terms people of color, BIPOC, which is black, indigenous, and people of color. We've been making a pushback against minorities. We may be making a pushback against the term underserved communities, the term urban, the term low-income communities, all these types of communities that you're mentioning, but you don't want to label black Americans by name. And I think it's very disrespectful, not only to black Americans, but other people as well, to just say, okay, we're the Mzungus and the rest of y'all just in this people of color thing. Like, that's real disrespectful if you think about the way they have been doing this. So the Democrat Party ideology, they have done that to lump all non-white people in a one minority monolith and approach their policy from that. But you know good and well, we're not all one monolith, especially even as black people. So with that term, you know, people of color and their ancestry, if they're not 100% Caucasian, they say that we are treated, all these people, as the same, which is not the case. Now that's CNN's Fareed Zakaria he said to all white liberals, he said the term of color relies heavily on understanding that many African Americans, the vast majority of whom are descendants from slaves, have faced discrimination and other barriers to success that white Americans did not. Now, the reason why we suffer barriers is because it's been U.S. government policy to put in barriers on top of white supremacist terrorism. So we was getting hit both sides, U.S. government policy and white supremacist terrorism, to prevent our progress. Understand? Now, according to Zakaria, he says the term people of color disrespecting black Americans whose ancestors were slaves. He said America's treatment of blacks has been cruel with policies that have broken their families and treated them either as subhuman or second-class citizens. Now, he said lumping them all together, he said by the term of color should be avoided. He said according to Zakaria. He said the issues and experiences of descendants of immigrants who came to America voluntarily from continents other than Africa are different from those of native black Americans. Now, he is a Indian. He was an immigrant from Bombay, India, and he came to study at Yale as an undergraduate, then went to Harvard and earned his PhD. Okay? Now, word for word, he's literally repeating the black media. He's repeating it. Don't never think that these people aren't listening. Listen, I check my analytics. Major platforms watch me every month. They watch. They're probably watching now. You understand? Now they wouldn't. This the thing about them though, because they view us as competition. They won't invite the brothers and sisters that's putting in the work in the new black media to convey that message as just as a guest to talk about it. No, what they rather do is watch what we say and then get on their shows and literally word for word steal everything that we say, which is fine. You know, that's fine. They can do that. If they want to put their name on it and yet the messaging we're saying here within the black media itself, as long as it's getting out there, whatever, right? The people know exactly where it comes from, verbatim, okay? So it's to further let you know that we are the thought leaders now. We've been the trendsetters, but we are the thought leaders. We're guiding the conversation of black America and how we are perceived. We have to understand that responsibility. This is why it bothers me to see black folks doing any kind of anti-black propaganda. We don't have time for that right now. Do black men and women may have some issues? Yes, any person has issues. But we got to take advantage of our new position of being that thought leader that the world is seeing This is why for me, and sometimes I may have some difficulty, but I'm fighting to do this. We're not trying. We are an international platform. So we're not only going to talk about Black America, we're going to talk about the continent. We're going to talk about the Caribbean. We're going to talk about what happens, with Afro-Latinos, because I believe Black is global and we need to talk about that. You understand? And you guys got to be open to that as well. I'm not so closed off where I feel I'm just in a world by myself. And I learned that's dangerous to do. It's just to close yourself off and say, I care about it, just me. Look, this is a world a lot bigger than you. Understand that. But we have been pushing this day after day after day after day after day. And so with that being said, this is a video just to let you know how important our voices are. And I say our because I'm not the only one. It's many, many other people doing it as well out here. From those who just got started, who has this messaging, to those who have huge platforms. We all are one, ecosystem. Even other Black folks that will be tap dancing around, they had to pick up this message. Verbatim, the Breakfast Club had to be repeating what we are saying. You understand? So we are making a difference. And we don't need to worry about, the recognition. Listen, we keep banging on that drum. That's what we have to do. And we alone are going to end that term, people of color, minorities, low income, urban, no, you're going to say Black. If you're not saying Black American, African American, whatever you want to say, don't say nothing's for us. Because it's not. We're not going to be put in a bunch. And then when we get put in, this for minorities, Black folks at the bottom of minority. Hell no. We're going to be at the top when we talked about. Or we're not going to be talked about at all. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not clicked the notification bell, check if the notification bell is clicked for this channel. And if it isn't, just select all notifications and make sure to subscribe if you have not subscribe to our channel.